Selkie. I was rubbed raw with sea salt the day I was born, the day I sliced my neck, breathing in the ocean, bubbling up the sea foam. My arms were bound up, my leg hair thickened, and I became a trickster of the ocean. My kind have been tangled up in fishing wire, and the mortal air sheds us of our fur and binds it round our necks like cloaks, like hanging rope, like bridal vows brittle in the hearts of the fishermen who find us like we're lost. Me? I got curious, carelessly handing over my heart to the sand and slight pebbles. No one tells you what it's like up there. The ones that come back, at least. They don't mention the weird looks in town or the necessary police reports, the equally necessary clothes shopping, finding your favourite cardigan with deep pockets for skimming stones. They don't tell you about pub quizzes, bitter pints, and best friends with chapped lips and laughter like birdsong. They don't tell you about birdsong. In my first year, I met him, cut fresh from a shipwreck, ink in his blood and brass in his smile. He gave me so many firsts. First fireside. You've never seen fire. First late-night wine-drinking chit-chat. First Kaylee's stomach jigging, first daffodils blooming, first walk of no shame. Stop asking questions, all right? Cooking with family, letters exchanged, long goodbye hugs, his jumper when he's away. No one tells you you get a last name. No one talks about stepping away from the shore, from the sea, from your home, and for 7 years we forget we all sound the same underwater. What they do say is that it drags, the 7 years, that it's 30%. Nothing compared to our ocean ceiling. That you'll long for the sand to rub your belly raw again, and that it'll eat away at you and you'll become driftwood. They lied. The sea takes so much of this planet. It's 70%. 70% of my home is the seabed and muffled thunderclaps. But here is my 30%. Of laughing about in-laws, of hearing rain on concrete, of snowfall, and melted marshmallows in hot chocolate, and how every year the trees burn into Auburn and die and be reborn and die and be reborn and die and be reborn and die. I haven't seen the sea in 7 years. It's been that long since I thought I was making the easiest decision. I have a husband here. Children here. Friends, a cat, a favourite cardigan here, and I need to go back. I must leave you, my darlings, or else I'll crumble into sand or stone or, I don't know, they never tell you about this part. And I can feel it, like a fishhook in my lungs, pulling back to the shoreline. I try to tell myself I don't need this 30%. His inked arms and jumper, their small hands fumbling with the gaps between my fingers. I only need the salt and the muffled everything, and never seeing fire again, and never hearing singing again, and I love them. How do I tell them that it isn't enough for my blood to keep beating out oceans for them? That I love them with all the hearts in the sea booming for them. I'd go tidal for them, and I must go back. This fishbowl is too tight. My scars around my neck are sore, and I need my fur skin. He never took it from me. Never burned it, skinned me straight down to the bone, never used me for kindling to keep him warm like they warned me he would. He only ever wanted to wake to my fingerprints in his bed, his head on my heart, the smell of salt in my hair, and the world being ours for 5 minutes before the children woke. It's been 5 minutes before those lazy mornings. The sand is between my toes, cutting my soles on the slate pebbles. My nightgown and cardigan on the rocks. The fur skin, my anchor, around my neck. Hang me up, one step at a time. And I try to remember when they rubbed me raw, how my neck was carved open, how I was sea foam, how I was the sea, how beat upon endless beat I could go tidal, and die and be reborn, and die and be reborn, and die and be reborn, and die. I leave the shore.